I work for a small group that does nanotechnology research and development. I should have said I work for a nano group doing nanotechnology. This guy, millimeter, micrometer, and then you have the nanometer. So a nano is times 10 to the minus 9th. A carbon nanotube is about 10 nanometers in diameter. The human hair, the thickness of your human hair is 150,000 nanometers. They found out that ticks can survive in vacuum environments. They stuck a tick to some carbon paper, put it in a scanning electron microscope, and took live image of a living creature for the first time, which, I don't know. And of course we do that too. Like we find an ant, we stick it to paper, put it in the SEM, and check out all the little hairs on it and stuff. So we're a weird bunch, I guess. We have like electrochemists and all kinds of really smart people, and they want to run crazy experiments that have never been done before. So my job is to come up with different test fixtures or different material production systems. And then my favorite part is when all the design's done, drawings are submitted, all the parts start showing up, and all like the off-the-shelf parts are arriving, and I get to sit there and just roll up my sleeves and assemble everything. We're sitting around talking. Do you guys remember the beer tossing mini fridge that some guy built a few years ago? Me and some engineering buddies were sitting around talking about that. Somebody was talking about how cool it is, and we're like, we could one-up this. Like, that's all right, we could do better. So we start brainstorming, like, we were gonna have a robotic cooler that would deliver you beer, and then it got to, well, if we're gonna build something that moves, we should at least be able to drive it around. So it was gonna be a cooler on a go-kart that you could drive around, and then somebody threw out, you know, we'll use the Wii controller, and then eventually we just ditched the cooler and was like, let's just make a real-life Mario Kart. So it was
pretty cool.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. I have spent more hours with my hands in a glove box assembling, you know, supercapacitors and battery electrodes than probably most mechanical engineers.
You don't seem like a typical nerdy engineer type.
I'm going to take that as a compliment. Huge into skateboarding, so a lot of my weekend friends are my old skateboarding buddies, so I still get together with those guys. I have great stories at work, and actually it's pretty refreshing hanging out. Spending so many hours in cubicles at work, you know, your typical engineers, and then on the weekends being able to, you know, let loose with the guys. It's fun.